Hey guys, Subi Noob Brian here for my very first video vlog. Driving my new 2015 WRX, and I'm going to be doing a video review today. Right now I have 2,560 miles on it. So I finally got enough miles to where I feel like I can give a decent opinion on what I think. Previously I had a 2011 WRX that was modded with a whole bunch of different things. So I can kind of compare to that vehicle in the way it drives and the way it feels. Sorry for any quality issues. I'm using a GoPro 3 and it's in a full housing with the open back, so the sound quality might not be the best. Go ahead and take this corner here. Alright, well, I'm going to go find some curvy roads and then we'll see what can happen, and I'll give a little bit of a review. Alright, so a lot of people are asking what the RPM is at different miles an hour, so I'm going to go ahead and go over that right now. I'm going to go ahead and set my cruise control. I'm set at 60 miles per hour right now, and I am at about 2,200 RPM. So 60 mile an hour, 2,200 RPM. I'll bump it up to 65. Alright, 65 is about 2,400 RPM. Bump it up to 70. '70 is about 2,600 RPM. So really, on the highway, you're cruising at a relatively low RPM, and you're going to get a pretty good return on gas mileage. My last tank that I filled up, I did a full tank. I did probably about 80% highway. I took a trip from Tacoma to Portland, Oregon. But about 80% highway, I would say, with some city driving, 20%. I returned, what did I get? 26.4 miles per gallon, I believe is what it was. And a tank before that, I was doing mostly city driving, and I got 24 miles per gallon. So compared to the previous gen, you're going to get a lot better gas mileage out of this car. A lot of that's thanks to this 6-speed transmission, but even more goes towards the direct injection engine. A lot of times cruising in the city, if I'm anything over 35 miles an hour, I'm in 5th gear. Alright. Alright guys, so I'm here at this nice curvy road here local to me. And it's all uphill, and then on the way back it's all downhill. I think I'm going to do both ways for you guys on camera. I have my traction control turned to track mode, so it has the torque vectoring, nothing else. So I'm going to go ahead and go here. And I'm going to push the car a little bit. Not 100%, but I want to let you guys see it, because I know that's what everybody wants to see. So I'm going to be quiet now and just drive this road up and then down, and then I'll give my impressions. Alright, here we go. All right, so that was up. I'm gonna go ahead and turn around and I'll start the camera. All right, on the way back down, it doesn't look like I'm gonna get a opening where there's no cars coming. A lot of cars out right now. On the way down, it's a little easier. It's a lot smoother driving fast down. There's a Porsche Cayenne S in front of me. I think they're doing a test drive. Looks like he's trying to feel the curves out. See if we can play around a little bit with him. So, driving impressions. You guys seen going up that hill? It was pretty smooth. One corner, I had a little bit of wheel hop, I suppose. The suspension is pretty tight, so sometimes you do get where, you know, one wheel will lift or something like that. On uneven roads is not the best thing. The gearbox is really good. You can keep it pretty much in one gear. Even when you go down to the low RPMs, you can pick it up, back up pretty quick. I used third gear pretty much all the way up on the going up the hill. I didn't look to see how fast I was going. Let's see, I got some notes here of things to talk about. First, let's talk about the shifter. If you're set in one of these cars, you pretty much know it, when you shift gears, you can hear it. I mean, it makes a little bit of a clunk. The throws are shorter than previous gen, but not as short as an aftermarket short throw was. Honestly, you really don't need it. It's got a nice feel to it. Shift knob is very heavy. If you take it off, it's got a nice weight to it. So the throws are really crisp and accurate. Over 2,500 miles, it's gotten a little bit softer in the notchiness, but not so much to where you still don't get a good feel. Perrin has a shift bushing. It's a brass shift bushing, and it's only 25 bucks. It's supposed to help with a little bit of the sloppiness or mushy feel that's there. I'm thinking about picking that up and trying it. If I do, I'll give you guys a review on it. One thing I don't like about the new drivetrain in general, I guess, is when you're really stepping on it, first, second, and then second to third, if you're bringing it all the way up, you know, to red line, you're shifting hard and you're letting the clutch out and you're getting back on the gas, it bogs down a little bit. It has a little bit of hesitation and stumble. Let me see if I can get up here to a straightaway and I'll be able to probably show you guys. But if you don't do a super smooth gear shift, then it jumps a little bit. So I'll just do a rolling start and I'll go real quick and hard into second. So you lose a lot of power there if you're not trying to be super smooth. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, there's a little bit of jump there and a little bit of lag before the power came straight back on. In the previous gen, I had no problem whatsoever with that. But then again, I also had rear diff bushings and a tranny mount. I think for this, I'm thinking about adding the group N tranny mount to get stiffer. So if you are going to take it to the drag strip or something like that, you just got to be smooth. I would practice your gear changes. Let's see, I'll try it again here. Well, I got a guy walking. I've launched this car a few times actually, super impressed with the launching. This thing launches way better than the previous gen. I'm guessing a lot because it's a lot stiffer, but also I'm guessing this transmission, the torque, it just comes on right away. So launching this car is really nice. I've got it to squill the tires on a launch in the dry weather, which was pretty cool. Not that I'm going to do that all the time, but I don't mind driving my car hard. I always have, and you know, if you launch right, you're not going to break anything. For anybody that's wondering what RPM I launch at, 4,000, 4,500. I don't launch at 6 grand like some people say to do. I get nice smooth launches. I'll try and do one here later for you guys. Alright. As far as the interior, I haven't noticed any rattles. A lot of people are saying, you know, or a lot of people in the previous cars, they have a lot of rattles and stuff. I've taken all my interior apart, you know, door panels. I've taken a lot of the interior apart to add, you know, my subwoofer and amps, to do the stereo install, to do some Alcantara, and I haven't noticed any rattles yet. Everything's gone back together nice and tight, no problems. So if you're worried about that, you shouldn't be. Just go ahead, take your stuff apart if you want to do something with it, and you shouldn't have any rattles. Let's see. I do have a nameless catback exhaust, so it's probably a lot louder than most cars you hear from the inside. I don't even know if you can hear it on the camera. We'll see. I have a little bit of more interior noise also because I have a Cartboy pitch stop mount. Cartboy and Nameless, they hooked me up with a few parts. So the pitch stop, I didn't get a lot of miles on the car, so I can't really say a lot about it. But when I first installed it, it was like huge difference. I could hear it so much, but now it's kind of got to the point where I'm used to it. Starting the engine, you get no wobble or movement in the engine like normally. So it's a lot smoother running car with the pitch stop. I think it is a good, worthwhile upgrade. You know, for your hard acceleration and stuff, you're going to get less movement, you're going to get less loss of power doing that. It's going to help with launching a lot too. Yeah, so shout out to Cartboy, Nameless, and Overland Design. They did some Alcantara work for me. Fabulous job on the shift boot, e-brake boot, and center console. I'll post a picture. But it just has a better feel to it. It's a darker look. It complements the interior very, very well with the red stitching and everything on there. It's nice. I love it. Alright, so here we go with throttle response. A lot of people, you know, they're out there driving their car, they're hitting 20 pounds of boost just on the brake-in, you know, because it's easy in this car. If you go in 30% throttle, it shows you up here how much throttle percent you're using. 30% throttle, that turbo is kicking in, you're hitting boost, you know, it feels fast, lots of torque. But when you go from 30% to 100%, there's really no difference in feel. The car doesn't feel any faster. It doesn't feel like it's accelerating anymore. So I'm not sure if that's something the aftermarket tuning is going to do. You know, are they going to change that? Are they going to differentiate what 30%, what 100% throttle feels like? Because right now, 30% throttle feels exactly like 100%. So if you're one of those people out there saying, oh, I can't wait to break in my car, I can't wait to break in my car and go wide open throttle, well, more than likely you're going to be pretty disappointed. I think what it is such a linear throttle response that you're not really feeling much except for the car going, you know. But we'll see. All right, I'm going to end this here and I'll come back. Finally got around that truck. This is a nice little piece of road here too. So let's go have some fun. A little bit of that second gear hesitation still. It's hard to overcome. There's a really nice 15-mile-an-hour corner switchback right here, or 10-mile-an-hour, whatever it is. So we'll get some distance, and I'll hit that. This is just like a nice little, you know, decent amount of section of road that's pretty, you know, it's got some curves in it. Here in downtown Tacoma. All right, so I'll go around this. This is gonna be second gear. Right now I'm at 2,000 RPMs. So I hit it a little early there on that exit and got the tires to spin a little bit. I think a lot of that is we're coming uphill too, so I'll turn around here and hit that road going the other way. It looks like we'll have no traffic. Pick up my Gatorade bottle here. Rev matching in this car is pretty easy. You probably heard me do it a couple times. I do it with the side of my foot. So I'm on the brake and then I just kind of hold over onto the gas. This is a 10-mile-an-hour switchback. I'm at 30 mile an hour right now. Third gear the whole time through there. Third gear goes up to probably, I don't know, I couldn't even hit the top of third gear right there. I think I was about 75 in third gear. I'll give you guys a launch. All right, so here's gonna be a launch. I haven't launched in a while, so we'll see what happens. This is a 4,000 RPM launch. 4,045. That was pretty bad, so I'll try again. 4,500 RPM. And that was up to 55 mile an hour. later I'll get you guys some video on the speedometer of launching, you know, some rolling starts, some full throttle, you know, get some different, you know, 50 to 100, 0 to 60, 10 to 90, whatever, you know. And also, let me guys know what you want to see. I can post more videos. Like I said, this is my first video vlog, so give me suggestions, comments, anything to make them better, any different things you want to see. If you like the angle, if the audio's bad, if I talk too much, if I'm smacking my lips. So just let me know, guys. All right, this is Subi Noob Brian, signing out.